In today's video, we're going to be talking about candlesticks, understanding candlesticks, what they are and how do they form. All right, so I'm going to be breaking down what these candlesticks are. They are the things you see on your charts, the green and red stuff you see on your charts. It might be blue and red, depending on what color you set it at. So these basically are candlesticks. These are what shows us the where price has been, where price is at, and where price might currently be going to. Right. So I'm going to be breaking down the how the candlestick form, and later on in the next video, we're going to be talking about the various candlestick formations and how you can use that to understand what market is doing. So basically, candlesticks are this is how they look. Right. So we're going to see is something like this. One might be red. So let's say this is red. Let me change the color to red. Right. So this is called the body of the candle. This is the body, and then they have lines at the top and at the bottom of each candle, like this. Now these are called wicks. So the line, these two lines here at the top and at the bottom of the candle is called, they call it two names. Basically, they call it wicks or shadows. So they call it wicks or shadows. And what it basically means is when you see something like this on the candle, it's basically where price has been. All right, this is where price has been. Price went all the way up here. Also, price went all the way down here. And then this is the body of the candle. This big, the colored box or the colored rectangle is called the body of the candle. Let me just write it down. Yeah, so this is called the body. Now, the way these candles work is they open at a certain price, they move up, they move down, and then they close at a certain price. Now, this the tip of this candle and the bottom of this candle, they are called the lows and the highs. So we're going to call this the low. I will call the other one the high. So this is the high and this is the low. Now, price opens, there's an open and there's a close. So now when you look at candlesticks like this is called the bearish candlestick. The red one is called the bearish candlestick. Let me write that down too so you guys can see how it looks. And then the next one is called the bullish. So this is called the bullish candlestick. The candle that goes up is called the bullish candlestick, and the candle that goes down, the red one, is called the bearish candlestick. So when you see something like bulls and bears, bulls simply means buy and bear simply means sell. Right? So it's the same thing as long and short, buy and sell, bullish and bearish. Right? So now when you look at a bullish candlestick, which is this blue one, sometimes it might be green. I think the default is usually green, like this. Right, but on my chart I changed it to blue. Right, so on a bullish candlestick, there's an open and there's a close. Also for the bearish, there's an open and there's a close. But where the bullish candle opens is not the same place where the bearish candle opens. Right, so I'm going to explain that now. Now the bullish candle opens down here, and the bearish candle opens up here. Why? It simply means because for this body to form, this body simply means price went from up here. Price basically went all the way up here like this. So what you're seeing now is this candle, this bullish candle, opened all the way down here, went all the way up here, and closed all the way up here. So this signifies that price there was an increase in price from this area here to this area up here, and price then closed up there. So that's why the color of this candle is blue, signifying bullish, that the market went up. Right, and then this candle, the bearish candle, opened at the upside here, at the top side, and came down here and closed at the downside, and that means price went from up here and came down here. That's why it's called the bearish candle, because price sold from this top to the bottom. And this is called the bullish because price rose from the bottom to the top. Right, so now the shadows or the wicks are where price has been. So what this basically means is price went all the way up here, but they didn't close up there. It came back down and closed down here. Also, price came all the way down here and went back up, right? So a bullish candle can turn to a bearish candle, and a bearish candle can turn to a bullish candle. So now to explain that, here's how it is. So let's say this is where, let's say this candle opens like this. If the candle goes up, let's say the candle paints a shadow or a wick here and then goes all the way up and closes above the open price. So this is the open price. Open price, OP price. So this is the open price, right? So price opened down here and went all the way up here and closed all the way up here. So if price closes, if the candle closes above where it opened, you're going to have a bullish candle. This is now a bullish candle. But if price closes below where it's opened, that will be a bearish candle. So if price does like this and closes below, let me change the color to red. So if price closes below the open price, you have a bearish candle, right? So that means price opened all the way up here and closed all the way down here. Now, to explain the wicks or the shadow simply means, let's say we have two price points. So we have this price point here, and this price point here. Now, we're going to have, let's say, the body of the candle somewhere here like this, right? So let's say we have a wick that came all the way up here and a wick that came all the way down here, right? So what this simply means is, let's say this price point is 1.2, and then the middle is, let's say, 1.0, and then the bottom is maybe like 0.7 or so, 0.7, right? So what does this mean? When you look at the price points, what does this mean? It means that price went all the way up here to 1.2, but came down and closed down here. And then what this means here is price went all the way to 0.7 and closed all the way, and still close all the way down here, right? So basically it's like the footprint of where price has been. So if price has been to a certain price point, it will paint this shadow. So I'm going to be showing you a couple of examples on the charts. So let's go over to the charts, but we're going to go over to the 1 minute time frame so that we can see how the candles are opening and closing. Now, if you look at this candle, you can see that this candle opened down here, and then this candle opened down up here and closed up here, right? So that's why it's a bullish candle. Now, this bearish candle that is this red candle that is open right now, you can see that it opened up here, and you can see it closed down here. That's why the color is red. Now you can see how this candle is fluctuating from blue to red, right? So this week you can see up here, it means that price went all the way up there and came back down. And you see price was originally red down here, right? So, and it was painting red. So now price is no more down there and has gone up. So this means that price has gone to this area before and now it's headed up, right? So this is the opener of this candle, and now price is up here. So that means that's why the color of the candle is blue. So this is a bullish candle, and each candle opens where the next candle closes. So if you have a candle like this, bearish, the next candle, and this candle closes down here, the next candle will open down there and probably paint down or paint up any direction it wants to paint, right? So if it paints down, it will be like this. If it paints up, it will be like this. So that's basically how the candles form. So when analyzing the markets, we use these candlesticks as confirmations. We use a combination of different candles to predict where the market is going to go to, and I'm going to be explaining that in the next videos basically. So be sure to watch the next videos after this one. So stay tuned, subscribe to the channel, leave a like if you enjoyed this video and if you understood everything that I said here. And if you have any questions, leave it in the comment section, and I'll see you guys on the next video.